Good morning. It's day 21. We are in Colorado. Last evening we spent the night in a hotel in Salida, a lovely little community of about 5,000 people, lots of bicycling enthusiasts, parks, public transportation, really delightful. People seem to be very proud of their community. Today we start off with a 3,000-foot climb and up to 10,000 feet, and it's really one of the best climbs that we've had, in that the grade is 5 to 9% consistently. There's no downhills that you have to regain your elevation, and the road is fantastic. So really a nice climb, steady 3 miles an hour for me. And our target location for today is Hartselle, Colorado, and that is nostalgic. It is nostalgic for me, in that Earl and Michael and I, from Guffey to Fairplay on paved roads, went through there, stopped there for a mid-morning breakfast, and it was a delight. We'll be spending the night there behind the library, where they have water, and they've got a little place where you can eat from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Next day we climb over the mountain pass. It's parallel to Hoosier, which is what Earl and Mike and I did, except that it's further east and it's dirt roads, of course. And then we will drop down into Silverthorne, and then one more day from there we'll be in Kremling, and 2 days from there we'll be in Steamboat Springs. So we're making our way through Colorado. Lots of rain in this area, but we seem to be managing pretty well. So all is well. I would need to give you an additional comment on day 21. In my on-the-road video about the climb on the 21st from Salida. It was accurate, and it was a great climb, but there's a lot more to the story, and I believe this day will be one of the most memorable days for the three of us, as I will explain. So we made to the top about 11 o'clock. It was starting to drizzle a little bit. We were putting on dry clothes because when you climb, of course, you perspire and your clothes get wet, and when you're going down the other side, you want dry clothes against your skin. So we suited up with rain gear and dry clothes, and we were about ready to take off. A couple from Canada were coming up the hill from which we were about to embark. They are Canadian, one central Canada and the other one eastern. There's a young couple, very friendly, and of course we exchange information. We had good news for them, that they had a ride down to Salida that was probably going to take them, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, because nice roads and steep decline. They didn't have such good news for us, because the weather, which I had mentioned, heavy rains in the area, had quite an impact on the roads going down the east side of the divide, in that they described it as riding in peanut butter, and that's what we found. So going down, you could manage because you have so much inertia going down the hill, but once you start to flatten out, the peanut butter became just solid mud, and the kind that stops your bike, that we had mentioned earlier, where the mud sticks to the tires and it clogs either at the fork or in the frame, depending on whether it's the front or the back, and you just can't move it. So what you do is you back off a little bit, clear the mud away, walk 2 or 3 feet, do it again and repeatedly until you get through that particular area, which is unavoidable. And after a while you get into you get past that sticky mud stage, and then you find another spot, maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile down the road. So it was that kind of afternoon. And later in the afternoon it started to rain, and so the roads turned to kind of a soup, which surprisingly was better, because it was so wet that the mud was a little more viscous, and I should say less viscous, and would actually wash away, and your wheels would roll. So it was very, very labor intensive, I would say, but doable. And so we had intermittent, kind of dry, nice roads, and then more wet roads and so forth. And then toward the end of the day, and I'll elaborate more in my written narrative, we got caught in a massive thunderstorm. which was quite an experience, just as we were rolling into our destination for the evening, which was Hartselle. And so we were all motivated because we knew that Hartselle there was a great restaurant with really good food and a beer if that's what we wanted. So it turned out to be a really challenging but eventful day, making you feel good that you'd really done something. So look for more narrative in my blog.